Let's do this. I am only 90 degrees again today. But yeah, I've taken 2 weeks off from streaming, even though I just finished the slime project. I did not stream it like I planned on it. I am still a little disappointed in what happened between me and person, and I can't stress enough that it's not, has nothing to do with, their actions are their actions. They have every right to do whatever they want to do. They can feel however they want about me. I don't want them to be pressured to be my friend. I don't want a friend like that. I don't want a friend feeling pressured to be my friend. I had always hoped that we would be closer. And for a short time, it looked like we were. For a short time, it definitely looked like we were going to be a lot closer, and they skyrocket. Well, they didn't skyrocket, but they had a lot more followers. I started out with more followers than them, and obviously because of a situation, I went to 0. I wasn't even on Twitch anymore. So it's like I said, I totally understand. I am not Q Bean is not Q Hope. Q Hope is gone, and if they're still looking for Q Hope to come back, it's not going to happen. If they're mad at Q, because of what was said about Q Hope, and they're just seeing Q Bean as the, me trying to circumvent or not take responsibility of what happened in some way. I don't know. I really don't know. The whole thing just baffles me beyond baffling. It's the reason why I'm talking about it so much, because I'm just absolutely floored by it. And not if I didn't think they saw it and they just missed it, because they might. There's still that possibility that they get so many messages and stuff like that I'm not muted and it just got buried and stuff like that. But there are people that are close to them that I'm still in contact with. There are people that are close to them that I'm following. There are people that I turned into slimes that are very close to them. To Grandpa. Oh, shit. They're very close to them. And I just... I just want it to be better. I don't know. I want to fix it. I can't. here still talking about it when I have other things to talk about. What is happening with me is I just took 2 weeks off from streaming entirely. I just finished the slime project this weekend, just recently, and I am, gearing up. And for those of you who saw my tweet, I am building a studio. That studio is going to have more stuff for YouTube. The stuff I have for Twitch, I don't need a studio for. I am probably never going to do live streaming for Twitch. I might do, because of what's happening with me. I might do because what's happening, with my art is I might stream, because I'm going to probably debut the 2D Cubine model on YouTube, not Twitch. And because the way Twitter is, I was going to do a reveal on Twitter. I'm probably not going to be doing a reveal. You're going to have to see it on the debut, and then I'm going to move it over to Twitch. And it will probably be a video like this, where the camera is like, on my chest, and I can have hands and I can show things. Because I am going to be doing some rigging, and the art itself is going to be, I'm going to do it in secret. I'm going to be doing the rigging in secret too. But I'm going to be doing some rigging streams. I'm going to be doing some art streams. You're going to get an idea of what the direction that Cubine is going to go in. I'm going to delve into the lore, and I'm not keeping the lore a big secret. There is no real lore for the gremlin Q. There is no real lore for the platypus Q. Do those exist? Yes. The truth is that my persona is a human being. But I had spent, several hundred years in the Fae as a changeling. Using that knowledge that I have, that I've gained from the vet, I'll work it out. I gotta, so that I can say it smoothly. But I'm using the knowledge that I gained from the Fae to monsters and mummies and slimes and all these different types of creatures and everything like that. And I feel that I am just, and there are some human beings too, but I feel that I'm kind of an imposter, pretending to be one of these creatures. Which is why I can be a gremlin, which is why I could be the platypus, which is why I could be a 7-foot tall rabbit if I wanted to be. I could be anything. But at the same time, I'm nothing, or I'm just an ordinary human being. I'm kind of mimicking my own life. So just to give everybody an idea that I'm not, the Fae represents something. Changes and how I feel like I've already lived a full and wonderful life, and maybe even two. And I've been very fortunate with this one chance that I have at life. And now that I'm doing this, I've just, looking around, I basically realized that I had nothing, and there's nothing felt familiar, nothing felt comfortable. And when I discovered VTubers, it really is the only place that I feel like I'm home. And that's how I'm creating the lore. But yeah, so the next incarnation, the actual model that I'm going to be rigging, might not be a gremlin anymore. It will go with my mood. I hope people can accept it. But that's how, it might still be a gremlin. I haven't really decided. I've actually done some test drawings of a thinner gremlin, and keeping in line with that cute aspect of it. There is kind of that bean aspect of it, which is how the new name actually came to be. And so changing from the gremlin, I don't know. Maybe I feel like I need to have a name change as well, but I'm not going to change the name. I'm going to keep QB. But it would be another Q. I've been Q for so long now that if somebody was actually to call me Q in the streets, I wouldn't respond to it. That's how much I've been called Q. So my actual name, I like my actual name, but the Q aspect of it is what really matters. If I could just be Q, you'll notice that my Twitter username is QT, and if I could just be Q, I would be kind of better off. I had speaking about crappy things with Twitter, I had a bot or a person or somebody create a Twitter account using my real name, using everything, and they created a QBean, an @QBean account, and I was actually floored by that. It took Elon. When I first submitted to try to regain that account, Elon Musk hadn't even owned Twitter yet. They said that they were working on it, and in the middle of, before the massive freaking retreat of everybody, I finally gained control over the account. And then once the massive freaking retreat of everybody happened, I lost the access to the account. Like, it really was really bizarre. And I finally regained access to the account again, because I was able to change the email address to be I was able to change the email address to my own, and that's the only reason that I was able to recapture it, because they probably wouldn't have let me have it if it had that fake email address. People had been reacting and responding to that account, and it has, I don't know how much damage that caused, and so, but I was really happy that that I was able to get it. I finally, it doesn't exist anymore. It is gone. I don't know how much residue is from it. I tried to look it up and I can't find it. You can only find me at QT with QBean as the name, but the only way to find me is the only way to find me on Twitter is through QT. I've changed the YouTube, which originally had my name, and so if you go to the early videos, I do mention myself by my own name. I was not a streamer with a fake name, which I probably should have done, but it's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. I am getting a lot more views, which I have to tell you, it makes my heart soar to know that even though it's not being recorded, that there are a lot more people viewing my videos than what is recorded. And I think it's because there are no ads. I don't know. I know that they don't mark down as views people who have ad blockers up. So maybe it's what it is. Maybe it doesn't count anybody who has got an ad blocker up for YouTube, because my God, the number of people that have come back to me, just the fact that somebody did Cool Beans the other day, you have no idea. Like, I can't explain to you. You have no idea how much that means to me. You have no idea how amazing that is that somebody wrote Cool Beans in the comments. Because that's everything. That shows me exactly what's going on. And as soon as I looked at the analytics, and the analytics haven't, I was thinking the analytics had to catch up. The analytics haven't changed. It still says 1 view. You would think, oh, is that 1 view? But the person had to watch it. Had to watch at least 2 minutes of the video in order to do that. Like I said, I didn't do it at any prompting. The only way they would get the prompting is from a previous video to know that it's even there. But they would have to listen to that aspect of it to do it. I mean, there's no way. They've also commented on something inside the video, which I responded to. So that means that they watched that section of that video. And I mean, they could have watched, it was a 40-minute, the one that they responded to, was me on a tirade, and it was a 40 freaking minute video. So, I mean, it's a big deal. And I'm very happy that I know that I'm not coming across as happy because I've been ranting so much, but my God, that's like everything. And I'm doing night and day. I'm doing somebody who I thought I was very close to, that I still dedicate, not just the beans, the Qs that I was calling them before. Not just the Qs that I was turning everybody into, but I dedicate even the slimes to them, because I would never have done the fan art if they didn't create fan art for me. There's no way I would have done it. I would never have thought to do something like that. I was doing very similar fan art, but only for projects that I was creating. People were part of a project that I was creating. Not having an individual fan art that not having an individual fan art that is just theirs. I didn't create that. I was creating, pictures and just doing individuals as a side. But yeah, they created that fan art of me as them, and that sparked everything. That put everything in motion. All right, well, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it, and be good to yourself. I hope you're having fun. I really do. I might be off for 2 days with the morning commutes, but I'm thinking about streaming, so hopefully I'll get a stream in or two for the next 2 days, because I'm definitely taking them off. I definitely need time off from this job. Yeah, I didn't get a day off last week, and I'm literally seizing my day off this week. Alright, so take care. Alright, bye.